I'm in Gmunden. I have a concert tonight, a recital, and yeah, you came here from home. Where are you from?
Yeah, hello, I'm from Linz. I'm Benny, I'm 18 years old, and I'm playing the piano.
Yes, and we have been working together for quite a while. You're actually quite one of my most talented mentees. You're also in the Musikgymnasium, I think. Yeah,
Yes.
You're really in your school already. You're preparing for becoming a musician, and you've also won a competition not so long ago. Maybe you can tell us about that.
Yes, I played one regional and one national competition this year, and I became first in both of them. Yeah,
Congratulations.
thanks to Aaron. We've been working on the program for many weeks, and yeah, it was great fun.
Mm-hmm. Maybe for those of you who don't know you, you can tell us a little bit about your background, where you're from, and how did you start with the instrument?
Yeah, so I was born in Linz. I was born in Austria. My parents are from Romania, so like Aaron's dad. They came to Austria, and after I was born, about 5 years old, my parents took me to the music school, and there I started playing the piano. And I was a bit lazy in the beginning, and especially in the last five years, I tried to step up my piano skills, and it became a true passion for me.
Yeah, that's true, and that's also how we met, I think.
Yes.
I don't know. Did you write to me, or how did that work in the beginning?
Yes, I think I've contacted you on Instagram. So
yeah. The first contact I think was already in 2020.
Yes, it was the first pandemic year, and that's how we came together.
And you still have a piano teacher?
Yes.
We work on top of that from time to time, right? And sometimes when I'm in Austria, we meet.
Yes.
And also most of the times that we work online. How would you describe for someone, like many people are quite skeptical about online lessons, online learning, online courses? What would you say? What's the difference between in person, like we work here, and online? What is maybe the advantage of working online, and what is the disadvantage of working online?
Yeah, so first of all, I was skeptical too at the beginning, but now I'm very convinced about your mentorship program. I think the advantages of having an online lesson are that you can do it anytime, so you don't have to meet. It's no problem. Mm-hmm. And another advantage is that you're already used to the piano, and you can really show off how you've been practicing and what you've been practicing exactly.
Because mostly you work on your own piano.
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. And on the other hand, one small disadvantage I would say is that if we're in person, then you can really show me things like how I should move my arm, and that's not so easy every time working online. But other than that, I'm very convinced.
I mean, we work online also on technique. It's not that we don't work on it. It's just, as you said, easier to just let me show you, or I touch you here quickly and say that you might. Whereas online, I need to describe everything.
Yeah, it's easier to understand.
Yeah, exactly. It just takes a bit longer.
Yes.
to explain it. Okay, very nice. And what are your goals for the future as a musician? You play also with a friend of mine, with Emanuel.
Yes.
We have a concert ahead of you.
Yeah, that's the next big project next year, playing Beethoven's Third Concerto.
Amazing.
And other than that, just taking my piano skills to a higher level, constantly improving as a musician, and learning new repertoire.
Yeah, that's amazing. But where do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years from now?
So 5 years, I hope to study at a fitting university for me. Mm-hmm. So I'm also already studying in Linz, but I want to move from there. And I hope, and I will fight for that, that I can play on many occasions, so have many concerts and not just sit in my room and practice all day long, because that's one part, but the other part is performing.
Ja, ich mache noch mal ein bisschen auch in die Kamera schauen zwischendurch.
Yeah.
Now we have been also working for a while. What would you say? What has changed for you in this time? What were the biggest advantages of our collaboration? How do you see you playing differently now than before?
So first of all, I think my technique has improved a lot. I was told by former piano teachers as well that my fingers look better on the keys and they work better.
I hope they
also
sound better as well.
Yes. And besides that, of course, how to approach a piece, I found out many different and many new ways. How to study, how to begin a difficult piece, how to master difficult passages. Yeah.
Do you have an example?
Yeah, for instance, in Brahms' third piano sonata, which I performed in a competition, it was very difficult for me because there are many octaves and many chords, and Aaron really showed me how to practice them, and it took some time, but after a while I could really play the piece and focus on other things than just technique. And these practice methods which you showed me, I can also put onto other pieces.
That's cool. And I mean, you're also preparing for performances, you're performing regularly. What is the biggest difference for you from practicing at home or working with me, for example, to actually performing on stage? Are you someone who has a lot of stage fright? Are you afraid of performing, or how do you feel and how do you handle this situation?
So whether I have stage fright, I would say yes, very much.
Okay.
But
how does it feel physically? You have like your heartbeats, or?
Yeah, my heartbeat, and often my legs are getting weak, or I have to cough. But as soon as I go,
there the cough, the respiratory types, and I am the one who has to go to the bathroom.
Okay, I don't have that, fortunately.
It's the other way.
But fortunately, when I come on stage, I can focus on the music, and I'm really not anxious when I sit down to the piano. Yeah. My fingers aren't trembling or something. But the biggest difference, I think, between practicing and performing is that I can dive in more deeply into the music when performing than when just playing for myself.
Do you have any advice for people who are not yet performing or who would like to play a concert for their family or their friends? What kind of mindset they should bring to a performing situation, or what do you tell yourself before you go on stage?
So, firstly, you have to be absolutely confident, and you have to show that also. So, even if you have some doubts about whether everything is going okay, you have to be solid and confident all the time. And also, for those of you who want to perform more regularly, I think it's important not to wait on somebody to ask. Like, you should be the initiator. So maybe you know a nice concert hall and there are concerts played regularly. Then you have to ask them, hey, I have a program, can I play there? And so that's the same thing with Beethoven's Third Concerto. I organized it myself, and now we're playing. So
how did you organize? I mean, I'm also sometimes I don't promote that, you know.
Yes.
But sometimes musicians also come to me and they ask, how do I get more concerts? I can play really well, but I don't know how to perform. So I work with them over a few weeks, one-on-one, and I show them how to improve their marketing, how to position themselves as artists, and also how to sell to an organizer. How did you approach that, and what do you think another person should do in that situation?
So I think you can just get to the stage where you perform regularly if you have people that have heard you already performing and they want to see you back on stage. And for my part, I just had this idea with a friend of mine who knows Emmanuel personally, that we could make a project together in the last year of school. And that's how it got together. So a small idea became a big project.
So
I think you have to believe.
And you should not be afraid to ask someone.
Yes.
Many people are afraid that they ask, they would be rejected, or people would not be interested, or people would make fun of them. But you never had that problem.
No, I don't think so, because I think rejection is part of the game, part of the life, and it just makes you learn.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. So thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Benny. All the best for your next performance on Tuesday.
Thank you.
I have my performance tonight, and
looking forward.
Yeah, thank you. And all the best for your practice.
Thanks.
And for those of you who would also like to participate, my academy also work with me personally. You can apply on aaronpilsen.com/mentoring, and then either myself or my assistant will call you to find out if and how we can help you exactly. So take care and see you soon.